Hey everyone, um, because my printers are busy printing and I actually had nothing to do, so I got a new model today, and I just wanted to talk a little about the Tiger. This is Tiger 1 early model, scale 1 to 72, and I haven't even, it's not even out of the box actually. Because I collect them, this is all I actually will do when it comes to taking it out. The Tiger tank was a heavy tank of the Germans, and they produced it 42 to 44, the Tiger 1. With Tiger 2 it was produced until the end of the war, so to say, to 45. But this model, the early one that didn't have like sloped arm or anything, was produced up to 44 and then actually changed to the Tiger 2 model. It was when they invaded the Soviet, and when they did the Barbarossa hit, they realized that the Soviet had tanks that they couldn't knock out with Panzer III and Panzer IV. So they wanted something heavier, because the Soviet had the KV ones and the T-34. So they came up with this. I think they actually started designing it already in 38 or something, but it didn't go so fast. It has a 88mm gun. So this tank could actually knock out a T-34 like from the front. I think it was almost up to 1,000 meters. Okay, I'm not so sure, but I know they could knock out a German tank from over like 2,000 meters. The T-34, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was more than 1,000 meters. Maybe it was like up to 1,500 or something. Yeah, something like that. But the thing was that like the German needed to be almost like 100 meters before it could penetrate the armor of a Tiger. In the front it had like 100 millimeters, and this part where the gun is sitting was between 100 and 200 millimeters. It was around 80 millimeters on the sides, even on the back of the turret. In the back it was of course weak, and it was the only place you could actually kill it. And the Germans couldn't penetrate at all in the front, I think. But in the side it could penetrate from a few hundred meters. So it was really heavy armored when they made it. And the 88 gun was like accurate for like 2,000 meters, even more. So it was really good. It weighed between 54 to 63 tons. You can calculate the weight in different way. So the tank itself is around just a bit over 6 meters, 6.2 or 3 meters. But with the gun it was closer to 8.5. The height of the tank is around 3 meters, and it's around 3.5 in the width, so to say. It had a petrol engine that was quite good. It could reach on like a road around 45 kilometers, which is around, I'm guessing, 27 miles, 28 miles. Off-road it was around half that. I would say between 10 and 15 miles and like 20-25 kilometers. So. According to history, Tiger 1 and Tiger 2 killed, destroyed around 10,000 enemy tanks, and it destroyed more than that when it comes to artillery, anti-tanks and so on. And Tiger 1 was built around 1300 and Tiger 2 was built around 400-500. So they built Tiger 1 and Tiger 2 around 1700. So it was for every tank they produced, they killed a lot more, so to say. Many battles in history says that the Tiger went out of ammunition and before they ran out of enemy tanks. So it was a really advanced tank for its age. It was too advanced, and they had a lot of problems with it, overheating engines and so on. They also had 2 machine guns, one for the driver and one in the turret. What else to say about this? It's a 5-man crew. I mean, there are a lot of talk about actually, but and like I said, when they came, they were quite resistant to. They could take a good punch before they were destroyed, same as the KV-1. But you can see no slope armor, quite straight, and we can compare it with a Tiger 2 that we have here. As you can see, the frontal armor is more sloped. The turret is compared to Tiger 1, it's has a more sloped, which made it even more resistance to hits and everything. And I think the Tiger 2 was around 68 tons, so it got a little heavier. Same 88mm gun, a little bigger, so to speak. And this one is with a turret of Porsche, which I'm not sure about. And it has I lost the word for it, but it looks a little different from the behind, with the exhaust from the engine. It's even a little more sloped in the back, of course. So overall, this tank was hard to knock out. This tank was even harder with the sloped. But they didn't manage to make quite as many of these. And Yes, for some reason I have two of these. It's actually exactly the same. But like I said, I like to collect them, so they are piling up. And I have another one. It's a little bigger, a different kind of model. Oops. Here you can see even better how straight the side was, like no angle at all. The front, same, no angle at all. So a hit here is a hit. It's not going to bounce off as it would do if you hit something that has a slope or an angle on. And I also have this one. This one, you're more than welcome to guess what it is. And if you guess, I will let you know if you're correct or wrong. But yeah, short discussion about Tiger. I know a lot of people are building Tiger tanks, and they are really beautiful. And yeah, so that was all for today. Hopefully tomorrow we can build some more on the half track and Panzer III if we have some pieces printed. So see you around.